Good morning, boys and girls. This is lesson 13.4, and we are measuring area for this. You have already learned how to measure the area of a figure like this, which is irregular, where, you can't just do length times width. You have to count each square, right? So this lesson complicates things just a little bit because you can see a little problem here. You can see that, let me see where my pencil is here. See, this is not a full square here. This is, all of this is, but these two are not, okay? So I'm gonna teach you how to calculate that, all right? So let's look at this key here. It tells you each of these is a half square unit. So this is considered 1/2 of this. Okay, that's 1/2 of that, that's 1/2 of that, that's 1/2 of that. So when we come back to our figure here, right, all of the shapes are squares. Only this one and this one are not. So if you added these two, this is 1/2, that's the other half. Together, the two halves would make one whole, okay? So you would add them last. What I would do is first go through, maybe put a dot or something like this that shows you how many are counted as one square unit. Go through and do that first. Okay. And then count up the dots. So 3, 6, 9, you have 12, 13, 14, and then you have 14.5, 15. Okay, so this one would be 15 square units. Okay, that's how this that's how you'd figure this out. Okay, so again, make sure that you're counting the whole numbers first. You don't want to start any other way. You want to make sure that you're doing the whole square units, and then after that going back and counting the two that are kind of incomplete or halves. Okay, so this is my dot strategy that I'd like to use. Again, you might have a different one, but that definitely works. And if you continue on, this is with a geoboard. Okay, so I want to explain to you how to do the geoboard ones. See, these you can just make them squares. That way it's so clear to you which ones are halves. See that? So if you just connect them, there's only a couple of problems like this, but if you just connect them, it makes it so much easier. So here again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 2 halves. When you have 2 halves and you put them together, you make one whole. So this one would be 5 square units. I'm sorry, it's weird with the camera. My number is jumping. I apologize because I'm holding the camera with one hand. Okay, so it's 5 square units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have these two together, 5. Okay, of course, on your next page, they get a little more complicated. You might have a figure like this. Okay, so the directions say find the area of each shaded region if 1 square unit represents 1 square inch. Okay, so right here, again, follow your strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to quickly write a note for myself that I have 9 over there. And then I have, look at this, 1/2 is right here, another half is right here, and then there's 1/2 that's right here. So these two halves together will give me 1. So I can put 1 here, but I don't have a partner for this guy. So that's going to be a half by itself. So this I would add 10, and this would be a half. Okay, so the area is 10.5 square inches. Okay, that's why I wanted you to do this one later after you do lesson 13.5, because this one takes a little bit more of an explanation, and I wanted to make a video for you so you understand it. I hope that helps, and pretty much that's the whole lesson.